on the, and I'm just going to go right into Gavin McCoy was second. Third place finish, I know you guys want to call this start. They are up and running, was Anderson Waddell. He finished third. Your fourth place finisher was Beckham Smith. And we are up and running. Let's get all these young kids through the first turn. The number 25, I believe, with the whole shot.
We are in as many of them here.
It is. It's going to be Gavin Welsen out of Orlando, Florida, 65-7-9. Hole shot, the number 32 aboard the Cobra, Gavin Welsen. And we're going to have 65cc bookends on the day. They started the day with racing, and we're going to end the day with the 65s. They got the best eyes, so they can handle it. Welsen on the number 32 machine. 26 in the number 2 spot, and that would be, trying to get my eyes on, Weege, I'm going to let you handle that. 26.
Yeah, all these guys can't see the front side of these Ten Commandments.
No, I can't see right here because I need readers.
That's going to be Nico Verhoeven on the 26 from New Zealand, Alabama. Wow, is that a real town in Alabama? New Zealand, Alabama? Wow, okay. Wow. Amazing. The accents are so, what a mishmash of accents we got there with the Kiwi Alabamian. the Bama's
Kiwi Bamians.
Kiwi Bamians. And now I've forgotten the other number that I saw. So that's what happens when you start making jokes up here in the tower. That might have been Waddell on the 74, Anderson Waddell, who was third in Moto 1. And wow, that's a quagmire for 65cc bikes.
Yeah, choose your poison here. Where do you go on those lines? The 32 of Gavin Welsen, he has his choice of the lines for sure. Way outside, man.
You know, Verhoeven there in second is backed by Power Sports New Zealand. So I'm going to say, I don't know about the Alabama part, but I think he's legit from New Zealand. And look at this. He's keeping Welsen in sight here on lap 1.
Go ahead and throw him in there with Canada with
Mike Brown
and the rest of the Canadians. You know what I mean?
What's going on there? So this should be interesting to see if Welsen can hold on here. 10th in Moto 1. This would be a nice bounce back for him. And they're into this sand turn, which I'll tell you what, this one part, that sand turn is actually better for the 65s today than it was yesterday. It's not as rough, and it was insane for these 65 bikes yesterday. It's a little bit better now, but every other part of the track is probably tougher.
Yeah, it had a little fluff to it yesterday. Now it's just kind of packed in, so it's not as big.
Yeah. All right, green flag flying, 1 lap in the books. This is our final moto of the day. There's Nico Verhoeven, the New Zealand native, the Kiwi there in second place.
By way of Alabama.
Man, reminds me of Ben Townley came to the Daytona Supercross this year with both his sons. One got hurt right before the race. One got hurt at the race.
Come on.
They had a whole plan to do Daytona. They were going to go to Texas and do Spring Nationals there, the JS7 Classic at Freestone. They didn't get any of it in. That was one bummed family when they were walking out of Daytona.
Dude, I bet.
A lot of flying, buying bikes. Jeez, oh man.
They had to buy bikes when they got here?
Yeah, they had to set up, like, when we get there, we'll buy these bikes. I think they bought parts from Pro Circuit. They put them together and barely even got to ride. So shout out to Verhoeven for making it happen from the Big Island, the land of the rising sun.
Birmingham,
Alabama. Yeah.
Kate Nightingale in the number 3 spot. Thor Thrasher. Man, these names are getting good. Anderson Waddell, your guy. He's in 5th. Cole Workman is 6th. Beckham Smith. Mateo Spitali Gallegos in the number 8 spot. Jace Sonnenberg is 9th. And Chance Litchfield rounds out your top 10. Hey, were you homeschooled, Chance? Or did you go to public school?
I went to public school through 8th grade and then pretty much all high school.
Got a full-time job after that at the factory?
Full-time job, 9 to 6.
Married.
9 to 6.
96.
Count for that lunchtime.
Yep.
Get those hours in.
Oh, I thought he said 96, and he got that title a few years later at Loretta's in 2000. had his family here.
And Moto 1 winner, Jaden Smart, 27th.
Oh, boy. Okay, so it's a lot on the line. Thank you for actually coming up here and keeping us on task.
Come on, guys. Isn't this your job?
You wouldn't think so. He's better than us. Whoa, hold on to that thing, Verhoeven. He had both feet off and almost side saddle, and that's allowing Welsen to pull away. Yeah, so rider who's won a lot of titles here already is struggling in this one. I would imagine down early in the mud. So we're going to have to keep two things at once going here, watching the leader, Welsen, and then watching Jaden Smart trying to come through traffic.
Hey, Chance, looking at the racetrack, if you were on a 65, I'm seeing the leader. He's way outside in pretty much every turn. Is that a conscious decision? He's trying to stay out of the muck and the big, deep ruts?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think those insides, definitely the insides, even middle of the track might be a little muddy for a 65. I mean, I try to relate it to when I rode a 65. I can barely remember what I can
really remember that.
But man, these inside ruts are so deep, it eat these bikes alive. So I understand why they're going outside trying to avoid those.
Oh yeah, look at that.
It looks like some of the middles of the corners are not super deep, so might be packing in a little bit. You see a lot of the kids are going through the middle of the corners.
Seems like you're on mini bikes for years when you guys are on mini bikes, but as soon as you hit that last year of Super Mini, it's like big bike for a year, GoPro. Like you don't get to enjoy being on a big bike for years. You're on mini bikes your whole career.
I did 1 year of B and 2 years of A, and then boom, you're
gone.
out. I mean, you're on mini bikes. I mean, my first year Loretta was 2014. My last year on mini bikes was 2018. Would have been 2019.
Wow.
So, and then you're on big bikes for 3 years, and that's it.
Try to check in with see how many passes he has made. Smart working his way through. He's got a long way to go, obviously. That's the 44 of Thrasher. He's got Cole Workman, I believe, behind him with the Pittsburgh Steelers towel on there, the terrible towel there.
Oh, you don't see that look much anymore in the mud races. The towel to wipe your hands if you go down in the mud.
That's a full beach towel. It's not a little one. It's like just ginormous.
Oh, really? Okay.
Whole family
if he wants to lay
on.
out, he's good.
Yeah, we'll go cruise to the beach.
It's actually a bunch of old T-shirts stitched together
his grandmother made it for him. Yeah,
yep.
It's actually a crocheted blanket.
Yep, of all the rock concerts that you went to when you were a teenager.
Oh yeah,
all the good days back in the.
He's 9.
9 years old.
All
the great memories he's had through the years. At 9 years old. Yeah, they got the big towel dangling there. So Jaden Smart,
we're looking
see
for
if
you,
we can
buddy.
find him here. Still not into the top 15. He was out of the
27th.
top 20 earlier. Was 27th. I think he's going to be further up than that. Oh, but man, it's amazing how one mud race can change everything here at the ranch.
He's passed 13 riders. Eli Herrick, Holden Lampkin has passed 11. I want to be behind those guys. They're carving through the field.
66 and 24. Welsians leads up to 4 seconds over Verhoeven. You're watching lucky number 13 there on screen with that towel. 33, Beckham Smith in 6th. Thrasher up ahead of him.
I don't think Jaden Smart, he might have fallen down some.
It's actually worse. Yeah, he was, 24th?
27th.
27th, and it could be over for him. Wow, what a change for Jaden Smart.
One mud moto changes everything.
Golly, I've seen it. There's Beckham Smith. We are still seeing him with that ginormous beach towel hanging out behind him there. Going around the number 98. Might be a lapper there, I would have to assume. Yep, that is Easton Luttrell. He just went around. Easton just having a good time too, man. Everybody's got their own little mission out there. Yeah, Jaden Smart hasn't come through for his second lap. He's already back to 35th, but we'll continue to watch the 33 of Beckham Smith. Keep it on 2 wheels, my man. So you're thinking October before you're on the bike, easing into it. What about cycling and all that?
Yeah, I've been doing some stationary stuff. Try to keep out of the clip-ins on the road bike, but just working on some range of motion, trying to get some strength back in it before I go too crazy and everything. But just kind of take my time. I don't want to rush it where I don't really need to, So I got a long time till Supercross. So
right.
Me and my trainer Michael Byrne will just keep working at it and go to California, make a trip out there to Mr. Kramer that did my knee.
I was going to say, who's the knee guy? Who is the guru?
Dr. Kramer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was he your doctor? Did you go all the way out there for Dr. Kramer?
Whatever he does, I do.
Yeah.
Hair included.
Hair included.
Hair included.
Tommy John, same deal.
Yeah. Verhoeven's got the lead now. So Welsian went down, had a bad lap. So now we believe to be New Zealand native on the number 26 is out front. And that would be huge for him to get a Moto win. Making a name for himself here. Welsian, again, was 10th in Moto 1. He had the lead here. Now he's back to 2nd. So not really in contention for the title, but still would love to win this Moto. You know it. Cade Nightingale now on the radar. The number 5, the Yamaha rider, is up to 3rd. He's doing a good job picking his way through the mud.
Checking back in with Smart. He is now has not come through. Everybody's coming through.
So his race must be done.
Yeah, they're coming through for their 3rd lap. Still seeing him with 1 lap completed.
Nightingale was 5th in Moto 1. He's up to 3rd now, so he's on the outside looking in, but certainly not out of it as far as the title is concerned. Anderson Waddell's on your screen right now, and your man Eli Herrick continues to move.
And he's bringing up, like I said, Holden Lampkin has passed 17 riders. They're both like freight train right together, 19 and 17 riders respectively in 3 laps.
Eli Herrick is now 12th after 19 passes. Nico Verhoeven, nicely done here if he can finish this one off.
Man, that's a strong lap time. Verhoeven with a 2:49.47 for Cade Nightingale, so he is coming. He's got Welzian right about 5 seconds in front of him.
Man,
probably flashing the high beams at him.
Move over. That is 74 of Waldell. That is a lap rider he's trying to get by in the mud. Still in 4th with Nightingale up ahead. One of the few Yamahas that you'll see out here. And he's looking for a podium finish. I believe he got a Moto win.
That's the 74 there.
In the other class, yeah, Waldell that we're watching right now. Just ahead of him would be Nightingale. We didn't see much of Nightingale, but he has. There he's just see him on the edge of the screen up in that 3rd place spot. Oh, we got a rider down in the sand turn. And some parts laying down on the racetrack.
I think we threw the goggles.
Okay. At this age, they want to keep those. And just trying to balance his way through those ruts. Waldell. So a good charge by Nightingale to just hold on to that spot.
There's Jacob Mariner a lap down. Get some time on the TV screen. I'm sure his family and friends are stoked to see him, number 67.
Mariner's often a front runner out here. But, man, it's been tough in these mud races, much more so in the 65. I think we're seeing, what do you think, a bigger difference with the track for them than what we're seeing with the big bikes? Yes.
Man, had they run that race in the rain? I'm sorry, buddy.
Absolutely. No, you're all good. I mean, track's deep. It's dark. It's muddy. Like, you can, even with the big bikes, this kind of brings out the flaws in people, but also, I mean, there's a lot of different factors that come with it.
How about that safety feature? That was pretty cool.
Yeah, you can really see how well those lights can be seen at this time of day. He just got around a Yamaha. I think we just saw the pass.
Was that Nightingale?
Yeah, it was. Yep, that's Nightingale right there. So that's podium. Now for Waldell, that'll move him up to 3rd. And Nightingale's going to be bumped back to 4th. Welzian.
He has a very relaxed riding style. Not very busy on the bike. Super chill.
Yeah. Feet a little off a little bit. But
just like, just ease him back on there.
He doesn't look like he's doing too much, so he's looking good.
Not fighting it.
And Welzian's had a...
Down. Nightingale goes right past, so Welzian...
Uh-oh. Now he's in a tough spot to get that bike going. Yeah, Waldell goes down. Nightingale gets by. All right, he did get out of that rut pretty quick.
That rut acted as a stand for his bike. He could just let it stand up, kick it over.
Welzian with a 2:55 lap. They were both catching him, but after the tip over from Waldell, it might not happen.
He's not that far behind. There is Nightingale, and there's Waddell coming into the 10 Commandments, so all is not lost. He's still got 2 minutes, probably going to see the 2-lap board.
Well, we're not. It's too dark.
Somebody will.
Yeah. Hey, Chance, talk about the riding during the weekend and the mud brings out the worst of you. Are you always just on the watch doing motos, or are there times where you're like, no, we're doing technique stuff today, and we're not worried about speed, we're worried about technique?
Yeah, definitely got to mix in the technique. You can't, I mean, from my experience, hammering out motos all the time is good, but obviously you need to kind of go back to the basics, work on the fundamentals. So, yeah, we definitely have days where we just focus on the technique, because obviously if you have good technique, it relates to speed. So, yeah, definitely have days, work on technique, kind of go back to the basics. Corner track.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah, good old corner track, especially Florida summers.
Oh.
Man, it's raining.
You got some decent guys to kind of watch when you're riding, right? It's a couple of decent dudes to kind of pair up with.
Me, kind of.
Yeah, guys have pretty much won every race this year with riding with the Lawrence brothers. But it was fun seeing this morning. I know that you also have Drew Adams riding with you guys.
Yeah, he's my training partner. We both got the same trainer, Michael Burns. So, yeah, I'm kind of taking Drew under my wing and just trying to help him where I can and relay the information, what I can do. So.
Did you see the Instagram post by Dan Truman?
I did. I was tagged in it.
Okay, that was rough. I saw that too. I was like, darn, Dan is not playing around.
Hey,
he showed up today, though, right?
I'd say he showed up today.
Yeah.
We're starting to get the Drew Adams we know back. So hopefully we can keep it up the rest of this week. But I mean, Drew should be able to do it. So.
Yeah, he's looking good for a title now. I think sitting on the 2-2 and that class. And we're in the last lap.
Verhoeven
going to do it for the Kiwis. And Welzian recovered for second.
It's the Alabama contingent of
I don't know.
New Zealanders.
It says New Zealand, Alabama on our sheet here. Maybe it's New Zealand, Alaska.
That would make sense.
Yep. Are they closer or are they further apart? Hard to say.
It's a long way away either way.
Yep.
You'll know when he starts talking on the podium.
Yeah, exactly.
Real quickly.
See how Zach does with that. Okay, here we are into the 10 Commandments. For the final time today, we survived the rain. Lost about 8 hours. And let's see how many motos short we are. We are on 19. Oh, that's a long way to go. We were supposed to go about 28 deep.
It looks like 10 motos.
Yeah, about 9 or 10 motos that we'll have to make up throughout the rest of this week. But we're doing the 5 minutes cut. 20-minute motos are 15 minutes now, and the Pro Sport will run 20 instead of 25. And we can make up a lot of time. We did that before. I think it was 2016.
Yep, take out those 30-minute breaks. There's a few of those during the day.
That's right. Gets you a whole nother moto and a half in that amount of time with this race distance. Oh, boy, last time through these ruts.
Nicely done.
Man, those things are deep.
Got the big roll-offs there, I think.
Got the flag ear popping off.
And he didn't even have ACLs at this age. You just let that leg dangle. He's good, man. There's nothing to tear.
Look at that. There you go.
We don't have injuries at that age.
No, exactly. Just let that. He made a rubber at that age.
Just cartilage, man.
Yeah, that's my kid's age. We wrestle around, and there's no mercy because he cannot be injured. He's just made of rubber. I can throw him.
Throw him against the wall.
I can throw. I use him as a baseball bat. Actually, I have him hit the ball. It doesn't hurt him.
Hanging on by the legs.
Yeah, he's. I mean, his legs dangling off the side of the bike there. These kids are made of rubber at that 9-year-old mark. Nice job here for Nico Verhoeven. Got a good start, solid in second. Wellesian had a problem with a crash, and he took it from there. And now he's 2 turns away from taking the final moto win of the day. And I'm going to assume the first moto win for him ever here at Loretta's.
And thanks for the 65 class, man. They started the day off.
Yeah.
They're going to finish the day off, man. You guys are tough little guys.
You guys are troopers.
That's right. We see you out there, kind of.
Checkered flag in sight. And there it is. Nico Verhoeven will end the day with a moto win. Just a little celebratory rev. All right, Chance Thomas, thanks for stopping by. Good luck with the recovery.
Yeah,
but thanks for visiting, man. Yep.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. A little Pro Sport action, so.
Oh, you want a piece of that, too?
Yeah,
Get
a
it.
piece of that.
Come get it.
All right. We'd love to have you. It's going to be pretty early. I'm sure you can handle that.
Yeah, I can handle it.
Yep. Awesome. All right, that's Chance Hymas stopping by. We'll be ready for our podium in a moment. I'll give you the final rundown. It was Wellesian. But we're still actually waiting. The gap is so big. We have not had second place cross the finish line yet. That's how far ahead Verhoeven got there at the end. And Kevin Kelly is just conveniently leaving his arm right in front of the screen, so I cannot tell. It is Gavin Wellesian finishing second, and there is Cade Nightingale. That's going to be your podium. Tough break for Jaden Smart, who had the first moto win, but it looks like it's going to be a DNF for him in the mud here in moto number 2. And we'll send it down to the podium with Verhoeven, Wellesian, and Nightingale when they're ready down to the podium.
Thanks, guys. We are down here at the podium, the final race of the day coming to a close. And yeah, like you said, Kevin Kelly, what a race it was. The 65s closing things off with a bang for us. And some big shakeups here, not only, like I said, in this race, but the championship battles as well. 3 different riders find themselves on the podium in race 2 than compared to race 1. So this thing is tightening up all the way to the backside of the top 10. Our race winner over there getting a little briefing after the race. Hey, man, did this good, did this better. But, I mean, you can only give so many positive critiques when you're on the top step of the podium. So we're going to try to call him up here. Let Nico catch his breath. And then he will be making his way towards the box. He's got a gold medal waiting on him, and that's what it's all about when you come out here to the ranch. Like I said, guys, you can put one of these around your neck. You know you were one of the top 3 in your class in the country, arguably in the world out here at Loretta's. And if you guys were curious, I did hear the controversy about New Zealand, whether or not it's New Zealand, Alabama. We'll find out. We're going to hear an accent maybe. I'll let you guys know. I'll ask the question if I have to. But for right now, here it comes, coming towards the box, an 11th in race 1, but a first here in Moto 2. Put your hands together. Verhoeven getting the job done in the final race of the day. Hold that thing up, man. You worked hard for it. A great job. And I'm going to catch you on the front side of the bike here, man. You got to show off the gear. Take us through, man. You're outside the top 10 in race 1, but you get the job done here in race 2. How you feeling?
I'm very happy.
Very epic. That's the right way to put it. Talk about how brutal this track is right now.
Very rough, big ruts, just brutal.
Brutal. Now, you've been training, man. You've been preparing for this. Do you feel like all the work that you put in coming to the ranch is paying off right now?
Yeah, 100%.
What's the game plan going into Moto 3? You got an 11 and a 1.
Just try to get up here again, or top 3 would do.
All right, man. Well, I know you got great people behind you backing you up. Who do you want to thank?
Hope for the fly racing gear, 100%. Alpine Star, AEO suspension, fly racing, everybody else.
There you go, man. He's speechless right now. One more time, put your hands together. Your second Moto winner, Nico Verhoeven, getting the job done in the last Moto of the day. And I think you guys heard that accent, right? I think that answered the question. He's bringing it over here to get the job done, man. Huge congratulations. And now going to be calling up our second place finisher as well as our whole shot award. Look, he's waiting on me, man. That is all yours. Throw the silver medal on and hold that thing up high. Got to put the medal on, man. Absolutely. Let me get out of the way. Gavin, celebrating, man. Earn this thing. What a job. He's getting the shot. And then come on, up in the front. We got to chat. It's brutal. It was raining. Oh, I'll hold it. I got you, man. No worries. Yeah, throw that thing on. Want the check back? Boom, there it is. That's what it's all about. Grabbing the photos, man, it was brutal. It was raining today. What were you doing during the rain delay? Were you out there playing, or were you focusing on what you had to do?
I was just out playing, looking at the track. I came down here. It was pouring. That start looked horrible. And that actually played off to be my best part of the track, pretty much. Getting that whole shot. Yeah, I felt good. I just had a little tip over. I hit a super slick spot, and I just tucked the front end. But for the most part, I feel like I rode awesome.
Absolutely. You have got to be stoked about it. Not only do you have a medal around your neck, but you got a whole shot award courtesy of Stasic as well. A great ride, man. I'm going to let you get back to it. Who do you want to thank before I let you go?
My mom and dad for putting all this work in. My Cobra, his Moto Lab, Dunlop, VP, Bell, Scott, Asterisk, Alpenstar, Roos, Alpenstar, Asterisk, Ethica, and whoever else. Thank you so much.
That is what it's all about right there. Listen to the passion from your silver medal recipient, Gavin Wilsian there, getting the job done. A 10th in Moto 1, grabbing a silver medal here in Moto number 2. And he is going to grab a couple photos, and then we are going to chat it up with your bronze medal recipient, Cade Nightingale, rounding out the podium here in Moto 2. Huge congratulations, man. Throw on that medal. Now 5th there in Moto 1. And we're going to talk up here in the front, man. Let you flex the moose gear as he is pumped up right now, as you should be. Man, take us through the race. Brutal, gnarly, tough. All of them seem to fit that track description.
I got a bad start, spun on the gate real bad, and then Waldo got a good jump, so I tried to stay right behind him and then cut on the inside right when we ran around the corner, and then made it back up, top 5, first lap, tried there's people falling everywhere, and I did a Superman, and it was bad, but I somehow got 3rd.
So you're pulling a Superman and pulling a bronze medal, not a freestyle career coming though, correct?
No.
Okay, we're going to stick to racing, man. You got the job done here in Moto 2. You got one more race to go. What's the game plan?
Just try my hardest, try to get the whole shot, and just ride my race.
Hey, you're in this title hunt, man. You're inside the top 10 in both motos. Who do you want to thank? Who's backing you up?
My mom, my dad, NSA, Yamaha, Ed, Danny, Donnie, Jake, Moose, Alpine Star, 100%, FMF, Dunlop, Rob Fox, Dunlop Elite, and Robbie Raynard.
There you go. One more time. Put your hands together, grabbing the final spot on the podium here. Cade Nightingale getting the job done. And ladies and gentlemen, they threw the rain at us. They threw the storms at us, but you can't.